Welcome heroes, legends, and warriors of Sanctuary. My name is Omni and I am your guide to Diablo Immortal. In today's video, I will be showing you how to use and what stats, what gear you need. All will be at the end of this video after the BG. But right now, I'm going to show you how to use the Tempest. This is the God tier super fast dash burst assassin Tempest build. So let's go get started. I am 4,500 resonance, but this build will work even if you only have 1,000 resonance. It is just that great. We will be using we're going to be using Wind Strike. That's your primary. It will allow you to pretty much close all gaps. It's like Mystic Strike for monks, but even better. I believe that Wind Strike has even better range, and you basically you dash to your enemies as long as they're like half a screen away from you. I do like to time my Flowing Strike. You do have 3 dash abilities, 2 charges each, and with this build, your Flowing Strike is so good. It will make you immune to CCs. Alright, so Flowing Strike makes you immune to CCs for 1.5 seconds. Flowing Strike also, because of my Eternal Gear, you're going to have to do some Terror Rifts to get some Eternal Gear. And that Eternal Gear gives me a shield, I believe of 68,000 HP every time I use Flowing Strike. Okay. I'm pretty sure all of you guys might be new to Tempest, but this class is so strong. And also, we're going to be using Pants that makes Breaker also have a shield. So I'm going to have shields. You see how there's a white bubble around me all the time? I have so many shields that I don't actually even use a cat anymore. I don't use a cat. I don't need an extra shield. I use the Bramble Stalker pet. And that immobilizes my enemies so they can't get away. Alright, right here I'm gonna die because I should have backed off a little bit more. It was my fault. However, we do have an insane amounts of dashes. They do have a 6-second cooldown, so you can use those dashes as a mobility tool because it only takes 6 seconds for them to come back. You can use Flowing Strike, which has that immune to CCs, to just keep yourselves immune to CCs. This is like the only other class other than barbarians that are immune to CC. So freaking incredible. We do have Squall. Squall makes you untargetable. So similarly to how, you know, Blood Knights have bats, bat form, Blood Knights have Sanguinate that makes you untargetable, Squall makes you untargetable. That allows you to outplay Demon Hunters, allows you to outplay Necromancers. If they can't target you, they can't shoot corpse lances at you, and they can't shoot their strafes at you. Alright, so there is a 4th skill. The other 4th skill is what I'm using right now, and that is the WindWalk. The WindWalk skill is incredible. You drop it down on an objective or wherever you know you're going to be fighting, and if you go inside the WindWalk area, the circle, you get a buff of 20% extra attack speed. But what's most important is while you're inside the circle, your enemies can't target you. Okay? So you don't have to worry about many of the demon hunters, they have strafe, and that is their most potent skill. If strafe cannot target you, they're not going to burst you down like usual. Also, necromancers, you know, it's just super hard. When you're untargetable, your enemies can throw skills on top of you. If it's just non-targetable, if it's a skill that doesn't require targeting. But other than that, you are super tanky inside this WindWalk area. My Bramble Stalker does have Survivor. I'm thinking about making a video on how to make my Bramble Stalker pet. But yeah, super strong build. Every time I dash, I get a shield. And Squall allows me to get away. My dashes allow me to get away to heal. So much, you can get so much range to chase people down. You have so much range to get out of things. Remember, the Flowing Strike makes you immune to CCs. So that's super nice if you have to get out. I will be showing all of the legendaries needed for this build and all of the set items after this match. Now for the Paragon, I would recommend using Brawler. The Brawler Paragon is super strong. You will want to get heavy armor. This makes it so that every enemy within 5 yards reduces the damage that you take. Heavy armor. Also recommend getting Rugged, which will make your size and maximum life increase by 5%. Increased size means you also run faster. Also recommend you get Defender of Sanctuary. This way, when you are attacked 5 or more times within 3 seconds, you gain an absorb shield equal to, I think 50% if it's enemy players. If it's enemy players, you get like a 50% increased shield. And now this has a 30-second cooldown. So that shield is going to keep you alive. Also, I recommend getting Finishing Touch and Chase Down in the Brawler tree. That will allow you to chase down your enemies and destroy them. Anyways, we won pretty easily. The enemy had Lord Said, 6,200 res, and I am only 4,500 res. Now these are the legendaries that you will need. Let's start with the hat. The first one you will want to get is called Dawning Smile. One thing that I forgot to mention is that I am only Mastery level 3. These numbers will increase once I get complete Mastery. So at Mastery 3, WindWalk cooldown decreased by 17.4%. So these two legendaries will affect WindWalk, one of our most powerful tanky skills. Grass Blade Edge is a main hand, also modifying WindWalk, which will lower the cooldown of WindWalk. You will need Grass Blade Edge. The duration increased by 24%, so once I get complete mastery, it probably increases to like 30%, if I'm guessing, 29 or 30%. Safe Borders is the shoulders you need. This is incredible. It makes Flowing Strike, it causes Flowing Strike to give you immunity to CCs. Alright, so only Barbarians and Tempest have immunity to CCs, complete immunity with these shoulders. So, in my opinion, right now, Tempest and Barbarians are the strongest class. Also, besides that, you know, Flowing Strike also gives you shields as long as you have gear, eternal gear from Terror Rifts, Hellslayer bounties, also from Obsidian Towers. So be sure to hunt for those eternal gears that gives you a shield for Flowing Strike. Next, you want Zephyr Guard. Zephyr Guard, what it does, it gives you an extra. So normally you only have one Flowing Strike. With Zephyr Guard, You get 2 flowing strikes, and it stuns your enemies. For your pants, you will want Flaring Lighthouse. Flaring Lighthouse makes your breaker also have a shield. Alright, so you'll have shields from Flowing Strike and shields from breaker, giving you just like unlimited shields. Just unlimited shields so that your enemies can't kill you. It just makes you super tanky. You have shields up every 6 seconds. Now for your first offhand, Sip of the Breath is so nice. It makes it so that whenever your Zephyrs, the clones that you make, whenever they turn to mist orbs, if you run over it, if you touch it, it makes you faster. And this build normally Tempests are really slow. But with this offhand, you can zoom around everywhere with 24% movement speed. Now, like I said, I mean, if this was mastered, it'll probably be 30%. So you have extra movement speed, extra attack speed. So very important. No second chances. Alright. So no second chances means that it's best to use a skill than some primary attacks. So when you're attacking enemies, because of no second chances, you want to weave in primary attacks with your skills. And, you know, just as you play this, you want to time your skills out anyway, simply because you want to dash, it gives you a shield, right? Then you can primary attack, dash, another shield, primary attack. You can pretty much stay invulnerable all the time if you space out your skills. And also you deal a lot more damage. The other main hand, the last main hand, will be Harmonious Castile, and that modifies Squall. Squall gives you 2 more dashes and are very, very strong versus enemies that have to have a target. So you can Harmonious Castile Squall onto a Necro, and while in that animation, they can't corpse lance you because they don't have a target. Hands down, the best set items that you need is Forset of Gloom. With the Forset of Gloom, you straight up have 15% extra damage every time you dash, and you're going to be dashing all over the place. Plus, you have 22.5% crit chance. That's a lot of crit chance. I mean, that's just insane. So very strong. There is your offense. Your defense comes from a 4 set of Mountebanks. Every 9 seconds, you get a 33% HP shield. Okay, so you have shields all over in this build. So very strong. All these shields are going to keep you alive. Plus, you'll be able to move straight through enemies with the Mountebanks. So they can't body block you. This way, you can escape easier. Because of all your shields, Nettled is a great curse set. Now, some people have tried Tortured, and the problem is your dashes are not very long. Your dashes are kind of short, so all of those little purple flame, the Tortured flames, is very short, not impressive. Now, Nettled happens when you have a shield, and you're going to have shields up all the time. And it reflects damage, and you deal more damage towards people who attack you. So very, very powerful. Next, invocations. You will want invocations for dealing damage, primary attack, or being attacked. Those are the best invocations. And I like the ones where it stuns your enemy. I like stuns. Incapacitate your enemies and finish them off. Now for your charm, you're going to want on your charm Squall, you're going to want Wind Edge, you're going to want Flowing Strike, and you're going to want Breaker. And please do not get WindWalk on your charm. WindWalk does not do any damage. Having it on your charm does not help you. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.